Alright, so I'm here with Lithium, who is from Bravado Gaming, who is a South African team. Now, firstly, I want to ask, why is it such a big deal that you guys are here? Because there's quite a lot of talk about, in amongst these teams from South Africa breaking out. Why is it such a big deal you're here?
We basically came here on our own funding to try compete at an international event. Back in South Africa, we only have local events. We have about 3 decent big events a year. And we really have a lot of potential and really good teams and players in South Africa. So we're just trying to show to the rest of the world what South Africa is capable of. But the problem we have is we don't have a pro points system, so we can't really play games and get pro points for seeding. For example, now when we came to this event, our seeding was bad, and we ended up playing the best teams in our early rounds, which is a big problem. And another problem we have is in South Africa, we don't have much to play for, compared to other regions. So if we actually had a pro point system or a way to get into the CWL, it'll definitely be good for the country and the players and the teams, because they'll also put more time into the game and stuff like that, and we can grow it from there.
Now, tell me a little bit about the origin of your team and what this might mean for other people who are wanting to go into esports and be pro players back in South Africa.
Okay, so basically we used to play for another team, Astra Infinite, and then we ended up joining Bravado as a team under the organization. We've been part of this organization for 3 years now, and the whole idea of the organization is just basically for us to form a good team, which we have, and just basically just try keep practicing and get better, and then eventually come to an international event, which was this one. We were meant to go to Fort Worth, but we couldn't get our visas in time, so this is our first international event, and it's been good. There are a lot of teams here, obviously, and the play styles of the EU teams is a lot different to South Africa, which we're not really used to, which ended up costing us a bit. But it's also a good learning experience, and now we can take from this and build on it.
Do you think you guys being here and actually having attended this international event now will make some kind of change for the culture in South Africa, or how people see it, how people approach sending teams abroad?
I definitely think it will. We've also had a lot of support on Twitter. I just feel even if we came top 32, so even though we did come top 32, we still did pretty good. There are really good teams there in the open bracket. There's even a lot of pros in these amateur teams. It just shows that we have the potential to compete at the highest level. Our gun skill is definitely there. Individually, we're all individually talented, and we can definitely hang at that level. We just noticed that our teamwork and communication needs to improve a lot. That's where the other teams and the EU teams really strive. Their communication and teamwork's really good, and I think it's definitely motivated other South Africans to keep playing. And there's definitely a lot of hype going on now in South Africa, even though we came top 32, which is pretty good. It's the best the South African team's ever done.
Well, so what's you guys' ultimate goal? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to help do for the other people in South Africa? Where would you like this to go?
We would just like to be included in the CWL, get our own pro point system, or get events and national qualifiers and stuff like that. So more teams have the opportunity to come to CWL events, and just also grind for something, because playing for nothing is pointless, obviously.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of potential that you guys are trying to just help legitimize.
Yeah, definitely. Even the EU players have said the potential of our team is insane. Even the players, we have really good players. And the thing is, not just us. There are a lot of players in South Africa that are really good. Just they don't really have much to play for, and we're just fortunate that we're part of such a good organization that can fund something like this for us.
Well, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but overall, what has your experience been like here at CWL London? Has it been what you thought it was? Is it a bit different?
It's been really good. Obviously, this is the biggest event we've been to, and it's you can't really compare it to anything we've been to. It's really insane, to see the main stage and how many teams actually are playing. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Well, good luck with everything, and hopefully this helps you guys legitimize esports in South Africa, helps take a really big step for you guys, because I was already familiar with you. I'd already seen so much about you guys online and everything you've been doing, and it sounds like you have a lot of potential, and hopefully one day we'll be seeing you on the main stage through there. But thank you so much for speaking to us, and good luck with everything.